Hello children, once again we are here to discuss a grammatical portion called preposition. As we know, preposition, it's a part of speech. We have noun, pronoun, adjective, verb. Likewise, preposition is also a part of speech, like noun, pronoun, ... So today we are going to learn what is preposition. That's what we're going to learn today. So before we learn and go in detail about preposition, let's see the sentences given here. Number one is, the cat is under the table. Number two is, the book is on the bench. Number three is, the man is behind the tree. Let's see and analyze the sentence one by one. Number one is, the cat. Let's try to find out the nouns here. We have a noun in the cat. Okay? Then we have another noun here. This two. Then again, we have in the second sentence, the book is a noun. Then the bench is again a noun. Then in the third sentence, man is a noun. The tree is also a noun. Then this one is noun. Then what about this one? This one. What about this one? This is noun. We know it. What about this one? So let's try to understand the function of this one, under. This word under, if we remove it, for example, let's remove this under here. The cat is table. Do we have a meaningful sentence here without under? Of course not. The cat is without this under, the cat is table. This sentence is meaningless. These two words, this one and this one. This one, the cat is, and this one, table. The cat is number one, number two, table. These two. These two words, these two groups of words, they are not meaningful without the word under. Then what does the word under do? What is its function? This word under, it connects this one and this one. Under, this word under, it connects this one, the cat is, and the other one, the table. These two words are connected by the word called under. Similarly, in the sentence number two, the book is, and the next one is bench. Without the word on, the book is bench. It is meaningless. We don't know anything about it. But once we add on, the book is connected to bench with what? With on. On. With the word on, these two words are connected. In the same way, the man is. Then the tree. Without behind, the man is tree, the tree. This is not a good sentence, not a meaningful sentence. So, the function of behind is to connect these two groups of words. The man is, the tree. It is connected by the word behind. So, these words, under, on, and behind, they do the function of connecting these two parts of sentences. The first part, the second part. So from here, we can say that under, on, and behind, they do the work of connecting the parts of sentence. Number two, they relate. I'm using a word. They relate. They relate and they connect. They relate and they connect this group of words to this group of words. First one, as we know, this group of words is related to this group of words with what? With under. This group of words is related to this group of words with what? On. So this connecting word or this word that relates the noun here to the other noun. This word I'm repeating. These words under, on, behind, they do the work of relating this noun or this group of words to the other group of words. So this kind of words that relate this noun to the other noun or pronoun. This is what we call, in English, we call them as preposition. We call them as preposition. Then, what is preposition then? Preposition, as we know, they are the words, they are the part of speech, they are the words that relate a group of words in a sentence to the other group of words. When I use the word group of words, this group of word is usually noun or the pronoun. And the other group of word is also usually a noun or a pronoun. So these two words are related with one word, and that word is what we call preposition. Let's try to understand it. The cat is under the table, under, showing the position. The book is on the bench, showing the position. Relating. The book is on the bench, it's related by on. So preposition is, they express, preposition express the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to the rest of the sentence. When I say rest of the sentence, this is the rest of the sentence. The cat is the rest of the sentence, and it is related to the table by what? By under. The book is a group of other part of the sentence. It is related to the bench by whom? By on. The man is the other part of the sentence. It is related to the tree by what? By behind. So these relating words are simply what we call them as preposition. Number one, relating word, or they are called relating words. Then, what about this one? Generally, the noun. Of course, they are also noun. They are also noun. But generally, the nouns, sometimes it can be pronoun also. Sometimes it can be pronoun. So generally, the nouns or the pronoun that comes after the preposition, they are called what? The object. The object of the preposition. So these are, of course they are noun, or sometimes they can be pronoun, but generally they are called the object of the preposition under the table. The object of the preposition, we call that. So this is all about preposition. Let's try to see. Preposition, they are the relating words. They relate noun or pronoun to the other part of the sentence. Number one. Number two, we have learned object. Whatever noun or pronoun that comes under the preposition, they are called object of the preposition. Now let's learn another term. That is what we call prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase. What is prepositional phrase? Let's see. Phrase, as we know, they are groups of words. Not meaningful words, but they make some sense. For example, in the corner, on the top of it. In the corner is a group of words, Group of words. It consists of more than one word. In the corner, it's more than one word. So This kind of group of words, they are making some incomplete sense. They are called phrase. So what is prepositional phrase? That's what we're going to say. What is prepositional phrase? Let's say here. Let's take the example. Under the table, together. Let's see the word under the table. Likewise, on the bench. This one. Likewise, behind the tree. This one. Behind the tree. So, under the table, it begins with a preposition followed by a noun or sometimes a pronoun. Next, on the bench, it begins with a preposition called on followed by a noun. Likewise, behind is another preposition followed by tree. So together, under the table together, they are called prepositional phrase because they begin with preposition. On the bench together, they are called prepositional phrase because it begins with a preposition called on. Likewise, behind the tree is also a prepositional phrase because it begins with a preposition. This is all about prepositional phrase. Then, next, let's take up some confusing preposition. We will discuss some confusing preposition lesson now. We have here in, we have here into, we have here onto. What is the difference? We will see. In we say this is called in. The ball is in the box. In the box. This is the box. The ball is in the box. What about here? Let's see this one again. Here we have a ball. I throw the ball into the box. Into. I throw the ball into the box. So, into talks about movement, whereas in does not talk about movement. There is no any movement here. But when I say into, I throw the ball into the box, he jumped into the river. Likewise, into talks about movement of something. Don't forget, it's very important. Likewise, onto. When I say onto, ball is here, I throw the ball onto the box. Onto. Again, this is also movement. Onto. Not inside this time, but on the top of it. So, in, into, onto. Into is very important, you should remember it. Next, we have another one. Number one is between. Number two is among. What is the difference between and among? Again, let's see the example. See, there is a ball between two boxes. This is box, this is box, this is ball. The ball is between two boxes. Between two. We have two here. Two numbers. The ball is between two boxes. What about among? When we say among, so among, now the ball is among boxes. Meaning hereby it is more than 2. When we talk about between, we generally talk about two things only. Between the box, between two box, dot, dot, dot. But when we talk about among is more than 2. Remember this one also. Then these are the two things I'd like to discuss with you with preposition. There are many others. There are many others preposition. Of course, we have under, beneath, this and dot, dot. For your understanding, please see the pictorial chart that I am going to show you next. Please have a look and you will understand all the basic preposition that we generally use after going through the pictorial chart of the preposition here in this video. Please go through it. But before we wind up, I would like to once again summarize what we have done today. First, today we talk about what is preposition. There I talk about relating words. Relating words of what? Relating words of, it's a relating word, relating noun to other parts of the sentence. The word that relates noun to the other part of the sentence is called preposition. After that, number 2, I said we discussed about object of the preposition. What is the object of the preposition? The noun or the pronoun that follows the preposition is what we call object of the preposition. We talk about it. First we talk preposition, second we talk about object of the preposition. What are they? The noun or the pronoun that follows the preposition in the sentence. They are called object of the preposition. Number 3, we also talk about prepositional phrases. What are they? They are the groups of words. Of course, phrase means groups of the word. They are the groups of words that begins with a preposition. They begin with a preposition plus, then what do we have? Noun or pronouns. So this is what we call prepositional phrase. For example, under the table. This is prepositional phrase. Then number 4, we talk about the difference between in, into, and onto. Then we also talk about the difference between and among. Then at last, I request you to observe the pictorial chart of the different types of preposition that I am going to show you in the next moment in my video. Please go through it and understand the different types of preposition. Thank you once again indeed.